myself. Yeah. So yeah, it seems like I have to start YouTube first and then go straight into what you call it. I gotta get some audio to go over this. I still haven't listened to any old episodes. That's where it came from. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good evening. I feel like I've got mad space above my head. I don't know what's going on with the setup today. I'm tired. What's going on? Good evening. How are you? Good afternoon. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I wasn't here Sunday because I took the day off. I was still celebrating my birthday, so I stayed and was handling business. And oh, now they're still playing. Oop. I gotta work on that. Wait. Round of applause. That's the sarcastic round of applause. So I gotta move that up. But yeah, I was still celebrating my birthday a little bit on Sunday and decided not to do the show. But how was your weekend? What did you do? Or how has your week been? Fuck the weekend. How has your week been?
Week was cool. Got to chill with family and stuff, and my babies too.
Aww.
I mean, one of the babies didn't like me until he got warmed up to me, but
that's how I feel about my homegirl's son. Cause I remember when she got pregnant with him, like she was trying, her and her husband, and then cause he's a COVID baby, and he's very like standoffish with people. He's like, I don't really know if I fuck with you like that. I don't know. So I remember the last time I've been to her house, he was kind of like cool with us, but kind of not really trying to hear that. So I got to see her soon to see where he and I stand at this point.
I know me and my boy stand firm and all that stuff. So he didn't like me at first, but like he warmed up to me after a while. He tried to steal my AirPods, but I forgive him. But he gave me a high five and so.
Oh, that's what's up. How old is he?
He's about to be 2 in May.
Oh, okay.
So he's in his terrorist phase soon.
I think her son is like 4 or 5, or he'll be 5 this year, so he should be 4. Yeah, man. I mean, I just think that whole like kids are babies, kids, like they're little people. Like they have their own. Like I wonder what they be thinking. Like when they come across adults, be like, "Ooh, I don't like this person. Something about this person feel weird." Like I just be wondering, how do they make their, I guess, minds up on who they fuck with and who they don't fuck with?
Probably like basically how their parents interact with that person.
It could be that. It could be a little bit of that. It could be a little bit of that. I don't know, but they be having their own little personalities. Like even when you see videos of like brand new babies, like they be side-eyeing people, they be making their faces up, like, and I don't know if it's necessarily the faces that they're making or matching the thoughts that they're having, or if it's just they're trying to figure out, or they just moving their body. Like how does a baby know how to roll a eye or how to, give you a side eye? Like, do they like babies don't know what a side eye is, but they can give you a side eye.
Yeah, they just develop everything. That's what it is.
I think it's interesting. And the fact that human babies take so long to like, I guess, develop. Like I watch a lot of like random clips on the internet. And so one thing that I always see will be like, what they be calling, like the, not National Geographic, but like those nature stuff, and like you'll see a baby giraffe, like they have the baby, it falls out the giraffe's cooch, and then 2 seconds later it's running, it's walking, it's, you know what I mean, it's following the herd, and da-da-da. And it's just like, animals get it so quick. Same thing with birds. The birds, they'll be in the nest for a couple of weeks or whatever, and the next thing you know, the parent is kicking it out the nest because it's got to learn to fly. Only human babies take mad long. Is it because we're more complex?
Yeah, I mean, we develop the same amount of time as like apes, since we're in that same family.
That is one thing. I don't think I've never seen a baby ape. Yeah, I don't think I've ever come across that. I've seen zebras be born. I've seen cows be born. I've seen giraffes be born. I don't think I've ever seen a monkey be born. That's actually pretty interesting. Now that you mention it. I don't think that's been on the list.
We're about to check National Geographic.
No, I don't think so. I could go the rest of my life without seeing that. But yeah, I guess we could get right into it because we're here for a good time, not a long time. I'm gonna go through. Oh, this is Twitter. You sent me this on the Twitter. And basically, some man moved to Thailand.
My rent $700 a month. My water bill is $3 a month, and my electricity bill is $23 a month. I literally eat for $2. I literally use transportation. I don't have a car. Use transportation for $3, literally to go 30 minutes away somewhere, bro. Why would I move back to America? I don't have a car note. I don't have a high electricity bill. I don't have a high cell phone bill. My cell phone bill in Thailand is literally $10 a month. Bro, I'm financially free. I'm stress free. I don't get depressed. I wake up every day. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Like, I love my life in Thailand, bro, because I can finally, for once in my life, get a bang for my buck. For once in my life, I don't have to worry about, I can't afford this, I can't afford this, I gotta wait till this check, I gotta wait till that check. Like, finally, I'm happy, y'all. That's why I got this smiley face. Finally, why would I move back to America? This won't make no sense. And what's so funny, gang? I'm just like you.
I'm just like you. It's crazy. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I mean, I don't know how I would fare being somewhere where everyone looks different than me.
I mean, we live in America.
Yeah, but even in America, you could walk up the block and you're going to see a black person. I mean, unless you live in like certain flyover states or whatever, or certain towns where the black population is less than 10%. But I feel like no matter where I've gone to Houston, I've gone to Atlanta, I've gone to Cali, I've gone to Florida, the Carolinas, Alabama, like nowhere in America have I been where I didn't feel. I think the closest I came to feeling like that was when I was in India. Like, my job has sent me to India for a good amount of time, and being over there, the amount of random people who would just come up and want to take pictures because it's like they've never seen a black person like up close and personal. And then it didn't help that I had my hair was super curly, like I had it out and all of that, and then I also had a curly wig. So between my hair and the wig, it was like, oh my God, all of this hair, all of it, she's dark skinned and da-da-da. Like, they took pictures of me because my boss is Puerto Rican and her hair is curly too. So it's the two of us standing out like a sore thumb, and everywhere we go, everybody selfie. And I'm like, I don't know where these pictures is ending up. I don't know what they doing with these pictures, but everybody just was so hyped to be in the midst. Like, I don't know who they thought we were or whatever. And I just couldn't imagine dealing with that on a regular basis. But there's plenty of people who I know who've gone to like China to teach English, and they're there for like a year or a couple months or whatever. I know one girl went to Thailand. She was out there for a while, but every day, like, that's just my new existence. Is I'm a foreigner in a land where I don't speak the native language and nobody here looks like me. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know.
Imagine how people feel when they come here to the U.S.
People like who? Because everybody who comes here, they could find people that look like them.
I mean, yeah, but again, the concept of like being in a foreign country that's not your native country. You know what I'm saying? Like off that principle.
I mean, I don't know how foreign it could be when you can find your pocket of people. Like if you come here from somewhere in Africa, there are places where and even more specific, if you are Ghanaian or if you are Nigerian or if you are Liberian, there are certain places where you can go and it's majority your people. If you're Jamaican, you could come. There's certain places you could go where it's majority of your people. Spanish people for sure. Dominican, Puerto Rican, Cuban, South American. If you want to be amongst your people, you could be amongst your people. I just think, like, where would you go in Thailand if you want to be amongst black people? Like, if I wanted to get soul food, where would I go in Thailand? If I wanted to get Jamaican food, where would I go in Thailand?
That's a good question, but you never know. They might have a pocket of a community there. But there is a trend that a lot of people are leaving the U.S. to these other like countries overseas and all that.
I mean, you know, I've gotten to a place now where I don't mind that as much. Like I used to be, you know, I used to be, like I would say, somebody who was all about, oh, I'm never leaving New York, I'm never leaving America, this, that, and the third. But just given the way things have been going, I don't necessarily feel like that anymore. Like, I don't know exactly where I would go. Like, I haven't made that up, like, come to that conclusion just as yet.
Definitely
but
the Caribbean for sure.
See, as much as I would want to say the Caribbean, I just think that it's too much going on, like where the politics of things are happening, and like it, like I mean, even in,
because like make your money here and head out to the Caribbean.
I wonder how easy that would be.
You know how many like Dominicans do that shit right now, or Puerto Ricans? They got their own spots. They got their own spot out here, and then they got a house out in DR or PR or whatever. There's a lot of people that do that. They're like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna go back home.
No, I mean, I'm not even mad at it. Honestly and truly, I'm not even mad at it. I've even looked into dual citizenship and seeing what that process would be like, and figuring out how to go about that. But it's just a matter of like everything takes money on hand.
Yeah.
Like, if I could come into a lump sum of money, then I would be on it. You know what I mean? Like, the plan is already thought of, written down. It may not be fully fleshed out, but at least the first 5 steps are handled. But it just takes money on hand. And I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out how to get this money by tomorrow. You know? Investing don't happen fast enough.
True, but like, you know,
bro,
like I would need something like, you know, like do another Cash App scam. Like, where all the Cash App scammers at? Like, where y'all at? What was? I want to turn 50 into 5,000 real quick.
They locked up right now.
I mean,
bruh,
that's a fact. Just like how everybody that was doing the money glitch at Chase. Y'all poor. Listen. And you know, I think I have a video about that. I think there's a video about that is on my list of things that I want. Oh, I'll talk to Huey later. Of things that I wanted to discuss, because it was something that made me. It's a lot going on. Let's see. Matter of fact, before I get sidetracked, I'll look for that one later. But before I get sidetracked, oh yeah. So which one is first? So it's so crazy that right when I get a notification from Rode, shout out to Rode, I get a notification from Rode that it's like, oh, if you buy any one of these microphones, you get a free Rode Interviewer, like the little handheld wireless joint.
Yeah.
You get one of those for free.
Well, you had a Philly accent there.
So I get one.
Uh-huh.
And right when I give it, I got it as a birthday gift. So right when the person sent me the confirmation, I end up seeing this this clip. And apparently this girl,
my auntie,
she was out, this chick in the blue, she goes out and starts, not my comment being the first one up here. She goes out and is talking to people about pro-life versus pro-choice. So she comes across this girl. And it doesn't go the way that she thinks it should go.
my auntie didn't tell me. My auntie told me, you think these biblical writings are all just what? Off the brick? Like you can't be that naive.
There are over 40 men that actually wrote the Bible.
Oh my God, you one of those.
That's just the history. That's just the history of Jesus Christ in the
40 men
Bible.
wrote
It's
the
not.
Bible.
We started from
Like, so what?
Pangea.
So what is the Bible say about human
It's
life?
the Big Bang Theory. Our entire life is science and math, and I think you're
an
idiot
atheist
if you don't think it is.
So you went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that
You
your
did.
point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of
this moment she
having a
knew
child.
she had fucked up.
I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been
That's
abused.
not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
What's wrong with you?
Posted the full.
Wait, what are you saying? You muted it.
Oh, because no offense to homie. He's a cool creator. I've been following him for a little while. But he's basically saying like who's wrong, who would you say is at fault?
Oh,
and so that's why I wrote
true.
so that's why I wrote the girl in the blue is wrong for not folding her shit. Cause why are you letting somebody punch you in your face? And she didn't even swing back. Like, she literally just, first of all, let me just be on record for saying this. I've always said there is a population of women who have never been punched in the face before. And when you come across said women, it is very problematic. Because much like this girl in the blue, they will say things that are provoking. They will do things that is antagonistic. And then they will not know how to deal with somebody responding to that in a violent manner. And they just can't seem to fathom why their actions would push somebody to violence. Like, I used to be cool with a girl like that. And the things that she was saying due to other people, I just would be like, how has none of these people slapped you in your mouth before? And we essentially ended up falling out because I got to the point where I was like, I'm about to slap you in your mouth because you're really wilding. And it's like, I've tried reasoning with you. I've tried ignoring you. I've tried it all. The only thing that you will understand is me going upside your head. And so I just don't understand how old girl, because it gets worse. Actually, let me find that one. But you was about to say something while I find that other part to that.
But also, there's men that walk this land that do deserve an ass whooping too, and never get it.
I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. And so I'm not saying it's a gender thing, but I'm just saying it happens with women a lot more. Like a lot of times when women want to do the nice, nasty stuff and they want to do the passive aggressive, or, they do little things. Like that was a big issue for me in Atlanta. When I first got down there, I wasn't accustomed to girls saying and doing certain things and not expecting you to want to beat their ass. Like, I never forget, I had a girl, funny enough, talking about my birthday, I had a girl come to my dorm room while I was having a birthday party with all my friends and proceeds to want to say, oh, this ain't about you, something, ain't nobody here for you, something, because she got invited by somebody else. And I guess they didn't tell her it was my birthday, or she didn't know. I'm just gonna assume maybe she didn't know. But I'm just like, why else would everybody be in here? Why else would, why else? And the fact that she thought it was okay for her, because it was something we was doing, and I think I was like dancing, and I was doing something, and then she's like cheering, and she was like, oh wait, I don't even fuck with you like that. And it's literally like records scratch, like bitch, what the fuck did you say? And it was like, do you like who even invited you here? And then the fact that it was about, like, it was to the point where I was really about to slap the shit out of her. Now all of a sudden it's, oh well, I'll call security and I'll da-da-da-da-da. So you in my room disrespecting me unprovoked, and then because I want to retaliate, you want to call security? You full of shit.
I'm just telling them to get the fuck out. If they don't listen the first time, they're gonna smacked.
I mean, I could have did that, but I was a certified crash out back then. I looked forward to altercations. Like, I was way too hyped to want to punch her in her mouth, and I could admit that. Shit, I just told some other girl the other day, like, shorty gonna tell me she want to put the gloves on with me. I asked her, do you promise? Do you promise that you'll put do you promise? Because she's another one that I for sure want to punch in the face. But nah, I feel bad for old girl, because I'm pretty sure she was not expecting that. She just wanted to do her content creation thing. But I mean, I don't know. Is she from New York? I don't know who this girl is. They've never tagged the show. I don't know what the concept is.
I sound dumb as okay.
I don't know
because
where
even
she
as teens,
came
people
from.
explore, and it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice.
So you went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that your point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you
Like,
just
look,
don't understand
like,
the magnitude
first of all, her stance,
having a
she's
child.
not even.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with.
Like, this is where she went wrong. Like, it's the shorty's getting closer and closer to you. She done took her AirPod out. She's holding both of her stuff in her. Like, how do you not peep these things that's going on?
No, but she didn't wash her mouth though. That's the most critical part in all this.
Like, you
Killing babies in foster care and killing children
and
that
then
have
you
been
look
abused.
right at her.
What I'm
That's
saying,
really.
How did she not see that? She really was upset. I shouldn't laugh. It's not funny.
Nah, like she's not wrong. Don't lie on me and shit.
It's not funny, but it's funny. It's funny. Oh my. Oh yeah, gaslight. I mean, I don't like how people always using gaslighting.
No, she did gaslight though. That's a fact.
I guess if y'all want to use that word.
No,
Wait, but where is the follow up? Because it was definitely another video with her in the back of a cop car, and basically she's in the cop car trolling, like cruising around looking for the girl, like as if she's gonna, I guess, like identify her or whatever. Because then you basically hear her telling the cop, "Oh, I heard she says she lives in the Bronx. I don't think she would have went in one of these buildings." Something.
It was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that your point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be.
Argument again. I just want to see the part where she's in the. So basically, she's in the back of a cop car with her videographer. I can't find it, but she's what you call it, and I'm just like, this social. People not having social awareness. Who is to blame?
She is.
Why do you think she's to blame?
I mean, you trying to have these types of conversations with people, but also disrespecting at the same time, acting like you wouldn't get touched here. That's on you.
Okay, so let's assume, given Shorty's outfit, given her mannerisms, given her tone of voice, let's assume she didn't grow up in New York City. Let's assume she grew up New Rochelle, somewhere, somebody's suburbs, somewhere, where violence is not their first answer. Let's assume that. How does she learn to identify the things that are like, how does she learn to identify the signs of attack?
I mean, she strikes me as a person who doesn't live in New York, but also has experienced New York City, if that makes sense.
No, elaborate.
No, there's people that live like upstate New York, but they come down to the city and hang out and stuff like that, and take in like how things are done in the city. Basically, is what I'm saying. Based off what you're saying, hypothetically, if she's not from the city, like she visits it, spends time in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Well, why would you assume that she spends time in the city?
I mean, you said that you said that assuming that she doesn't live in
yeah, like she doesn't live here. Hasn't come like this is her first time. Like I'm assuming this is her first time in Manhattan, aka New York City, and so she does not know that people are prone to violence.
Oh, I doubt that. I doubt this is the first time.
Really?
Yeah,
so how is she so unaware? Like, I just don't understand. Like, how does somebody, like you mentioned guys who have never been punched in the face before. How do they, especially for men, how do men make it so far in life without learning how to talk to other men, how not to piss a man off and provoke a man to violence? Like, how do they go that long in life without knowing those things? Because women, you could say women are not prone to violence like that. You can say that girl is more masculine, if you want to even say that, or whatever, because that's not a typical woman response. A typical woman response would be, oh, this bitch is playing in my face, let me just walk away. But considering she's from New York, and even worse if she's from the Bronx, how does somebody who's not familiar prepare themselves to know that these things are happening or that danger is near?
She also probably grew up sheltered.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. And I've always wondered about that. Like, how great must your life be to where you've never been punched in the face by another human being before? Like, how soft has your life been that you never had to like go through anything like that? I'm always curious about that, because even just watching the video back, once somebody gets too close or once somebody start moving around, like, even matter of fact, where's the video again? Because Shorty was moving around a lot, and that would have made me uncomfortable. Just in itself, Shorty moving around and doing all of that would have made me uncomfortable and feel some type of way.
Oh no, I'm just gonna stand there and wait and see what they try to do. Because I've been around men that move like.
Oh, you nasty.
I sound dumb.
You
sound dumb as. Okay.
It does, because even as teens, people explore, and it's like
it's just like the hand, yeah, all of this moving around, and then walking back, and then I'm walking off, and then I'm getting close. Like, she pulling out her AirPod, and then you talking with your hands in front of me, and it's just like, what is happening? She looked dead at her and still didn't see her hands. She connected fully, like that was like right in the middle of. It's not funny, but it's funny. It's like right in the middle of her face. Why has nobody tagged her? What your outfit got to do with what you said? She wanted to go viral so bad. You got it, sis. Mind y'all, I heard blue dress don't even have kit. I mean, that doesn't, whatever. She won't come up to no one asking questions. Ugh, this was so satisfying. She ordered a 2-piece. You see, people don't take nothing serious. The slick wordplay people never know how to react when it gets physical. And and I think that that's another thing too, that we gotta, as a collective, black people. Oh, I wasn't even looking at the screen. Stop getting obsessed. stop wanting to go to violence just because you don't understand something. Because looking at this again, it just seems like Shorty didn't understand what she was saying. She just knew it pissed her off. Because she don't even know exactly what it is to be mad at.
No, she was justified. I mean, you lying on her saying that you're down for kids being murdered in orphanages and all that stuff. Like, nah.
But see, I don't know where she could have drew that conclusion from. I don't know if that's what she agreed to begin, because like that's a debate. And
it sounds like the argument was abortion and stuff like that, or pro-life or pro-choice type of thing.
I use the word debate lightly because I do realize that between YouTube, Twitter Spaces, Clubhouse, all of these other avenues, people call anything a debate and they call anything content. But one thing that I do notice is they always try to walk you down to like make you agree with them. And they ask very specific questions to try to get you in a gotcha moment.
Yeah, no, that's important because there's be motherfuckers that be yapping their asses off. You gotta ask them real critical questions to see if they really believe what they say they believe, you know?
That's fair. But I feel like
no, you gotta ask those questions because it's like that's how you know if they're serious or not.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I can't even argue with that. That's fair. It's just a matter of like, I'm trying to think of the last time it happened to me. Somebody tried to walk me down on something, and I'm just like, okay, fine. I'm gonna concede to that point and say, okay, yeah. In that context, you're absolutely right. But the original conversation has nothing to do with that particular context. Like for instance, basically the last conversation niggas was having, it was a skit, clearly. Shorty comes on a Tinder date. Mind you, these are both white people. Mm-hmm. Let me preface it with that. They're both white people. A white man opens the door to his house, steps out to greet this white girl who walks up. She has a suitcase with her. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to be going on a Tinder date. So she shows up with the suitcase and is basically like, I'm homeless, basically. Like, without, dragging it on. She's basically telling the nigga, yeah, I'm homeless. I carry my bag with me. Can I leave it here while we go on our date? Blah, blah. And he tells her, oh, I wish you would have said something because this is my friend's house. I'm low-key homeless too. And so basically the people that was having the debate, they were saying how if you're homeless, what you doing as a woman? If you're homeless, what are you doing trying to date? Or what are you doing trying to go on dates? And I said, well, any smart woman would be trying to go on dates to find her somewhere to live. You go on a date, and I'm not condoning this behavior. Homosexuality goes both ways. And I'm not for it in one avenue and against it in another. But I'm just saying, if she was smart, she would be on there looking for somewhere she could lay her hat for at least a couple of nights. Cause I'm not too sure how many niggas would, if a woman is cute enough and she's fun enough on a date and she's offering coochie, I don't really see too many niggas that's not gonna want to get her back to the crib. One of the girls in the space was like, what she said? Oh, for all of that, you might as well sell coochie. You might as well just sell your vagina. And basically was saying anybody who agrees with Shorty showing up to a date and she's homeless, they too agree with selling a vagina. And I'm just like, how did you build that bridge to get from that point to that point? Because prostitution is prostitution. Dating hypergamously, if that's how you want to call it, is dating hypergamously. So how did you get that connection there? And it just became this big thing. People started, flaming her about her marriage that we don't know for sure it's an actual thing. And then she started calling people, coochie sellers. And then I don't know if there were any actual coochie sellers in the space who got offended, but it just became this big thing. But again, it's like you ask certain questions in an attempt to walk someone down to get them to agree with you, but the questions you're asking are very what do they call it? Leading the witness. They're very leading questions. So of course you're trying to get them to agree to this one thing, but you're making all of these different concessions about some shit that we wasn't even talking about. We was not talking about prostitution. We was simply talking about a woman who is homeless that is on a dating app swiping and making matches. That's it. If she wanted to sell pussy, she would sell pussy on the same exact app. If you really, really, really want to get to the nitty gritty, because there's plenty of bitches selling pussy on Plenty of Fish and Tinder and Bumble and all. It's plenty of girls that's selling coochie on all of the maps.
And doing meetups instead of dates.
Hello?
Sex work is work.
Hello? But I just say all of that to say, like, I don't know. Like, how does... Because then how do you tell her, you know, that, like, how do you... I don't know how I would feel if I just randomly got punched in the face. Like, and then to be so... And that's why I wanted to find the video of her in the back of that cop car. Because she just was, like, so mind blown on how that could have happened to her. Like, she really and truly could not figure out how that happened to her. And I just was like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. But what else? I mean, the Onija girl, she's back. Apparently, she wasn't in jail in Dubai, but they got this girl doing just about everything now.
Listen, Katie versus Amanda press conference tonight in New York City. I know what thing Netflix about press conference. I'm gonna be tuned in that.
She got a party tomorrow with Cleopatra.
New York City is.
She about to be out. She about to be outside more than Eric Adams this summer.
Respect to the law. Respect to her law. Respect for her law. Respect
Hopefully
to her law.
Eric is out of office this summer.
Respect for her law. Respect to the law.
How he gonna be out of office when they done pardoned him?
No, because elections.
I thought elections was in November.
No, for the mayor is June.
Oh.
Yeah. So hopefully he's out of here by this summer, so he can really be outside.
I'm crying. I mean, will people even want him outside if he's not Eric Adams anymore?
I mean,
if he's not the mayor anymore, like, does it?
Yeah, he just some. Yeah, I don't think people wouldn't care.
Damn, I didn't save none of the other ones. Oh, this was gross. I ain't never been that in love a day in my life.
No. Nail clipper. If my girl did this, I'm like, do not kiss me with that.
I've never been that in love a day in my life. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she too in love for me. Word.
Nah, like, fuck out of here. Like,
I can't even fathom. I just see this. I thought this was sad.
This is for you. What is this?
So apparently, I Show Speed has been.
Gifted cotton.
He's been in China, yeah.
One dude brought him fried chicken. This one brought him a bouquet of cotton. And it's like, who be teaching these people?
Anything in China, bro.
Who be teaching these people freaking
Nice. Yes, sir.
racism like this?
I'm gonna give you a huge spoiler alert.
This is for you. What is this?
China is fucking racist.
Oh my gosh.
Like, if you look up their history of racism, you'll see what I mean.
Let's look it up.
No, racism in China. Well.
Okay, racism. Combat anti-black racism on social media. What's that?
Wait, go to the race. The one. Well, I was gonna say go to Wikipedia.
The Chinese government should acknowledge and condemn anti-black racism prevalent on the Chinese internet and adopt measures to promote tolerance and fight prejudice, human rights. Watts said today. Chinese social media platforms, which are quick to delete content critical of the Chinese government, should remove racist content that violates their community standards or hate speech or might incite racial discrimination or violence. Racist content on the Chinese internet directed at black people inside and outside of China has become common in recent years, often created by netizens. I don't know what that means. For the purpose of attracting traffic and generating profit. Oh, so they do it for clickbait.
Yeah.
But are they really... Are they really are they really racist, or are they just doing it for clickbait?
Well, both. China definitely has a history of racism. There's a wiki page that goes more into detail about it.
Oh my gosh. Chinese women who post photos with their black male partners on Chinese social media have become targets of online harassment, including death threats, threats of rape, and doxing, publishing personally identified information without the individual. Oh, they're basically defining doxing.
They're national. I mean, China's straight up nationalist, basically. So they're pro-China everything.
What the hell is a netizen? What that mean? Is like a citizen on the net? Yeah. So, look at me knowing compounds. Interesting. Racism in China. Arises from Chinese history, nationalism, cynicism. What the hell is that?
Cynicization.
The process by which non-Chinese societies or groups are
acculturated or assimilated to Chinese culture. Yeah, basically, if we lived out there, we gotta assimilate to them.
But that's what I'm saying. And people want to move to certain countries where niggas don't look like them, speak their language, nothing. And you think that that's not going to happen? You think they're not going to make you... They're not going to accommodate you like how we accommodate for people here.
I mean, do they really accommodate people here?
They do. When you allow every city to have a Chinatown, you allow... Or maybe not say allow, but when every city you go to has a Chinatown or has a little... whatever with Spanish people or has a little Caribbean, whatever. Yes, they allow you to be able to not have to assimilate. We had this conversation before. People come here and will never learn English and will never have to because there are plenty of resources for them not to.
But what race in this country has the most privilege, though?
What race has the most privilege?
Second?
I said, what race has the most privilege?
In the U.S.
White people?
Yeah.
So what does that have to do with anything?
What I'm saying is, white immigrants get the red carpet if they came here, compared to a person of color who's an immigrant.
Oh yeah, but the person of color, all they need is their own community, and they don't need the red carpet.
No, the reason why they have their own community is because the U.S. has relations with other countries, so they're going to provide funding for those neighborhoods and stuff like that. Or, like the Yemen spot downstairs, they bring that money from Yemen, or if they're from an African background from there, they could bring that money and then start their own businesses or whatever, or start their own communities, or fund their own communities that way.
I mean, black people could fund their own communities too. They just choose not to.
I mean, but the thing is, most of them, the adults sort of FBAs and stuff like that, they don't have an outside source to help with that funding, is what I'm saying.
What outside source do you need when you have, I don't even remember what the number was, but the amount of black billionaires that we have now, or the amount of black millionaires and all of these other people.
But they ain't gonna do shit.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't need them. We have what we need right here. We just don't utilize all of our resources.
The reason why there's a Chinatown is because the Chinese government funds that money.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of this is. I want to see black people. I want to see anti-Muslim sentiments, recent studies. Yeah, but they know that, what you call it, they know that black Americans are not Muslim. That's why he knew to bring that man cotton and chicken. Okay. According to historian Chang, a relationship between two racially superior and inferior human groups is either implied or demonstrated in Chinese narratives and discourses towards Africans. Reports of racial discrimination against Africans in China has been published by foreign media outlets since the 1970s. Damn.
Yep.
Publicized incidents of discrimination against Africans have included the Nanjing anti-African protests in 88 and the 89 student-led protests in Beijing in response to an African dating a Chinese person. Oh, wow. In 2009, accusations which were made by Chinese media in which it stated that the number of African undocumented immigrants who were residing in China could be as high as 200,000 people, sparked racist attacks against Africans or mixed African Chinese people on the internet. Yikes. In 2017, a museum exhibit in Wuhan was condemned for comparing Africans to wild animals and was pulled soon after amid outrage. In 2018, the New Year's Gala sparked controversies because it included blackface performances in which Africans were portrayed as submissive recipients of the support which they received from China. Yikes. Ah, boy. And they again put on blackface. The foreign minister denied that the performance was racist. Oh, so they just discriminate against everybody. Discrimination against the small hats, the Europeans.
They're just like the U.S. They're no different from them.
Oh my gosh, the Mongols, even though everybody, man, so Chinese people are racist. Who knew?
Really? You didn't notice?
No, I didn't. I mean, I don't really know any Chinese people. Like, there are just certain people that I just don't come across. Like, I have Blasian friends, but none of them are black and Chinese. They're either black and Korean, black and Vietnamese. Like, it's always black and blacks of the Asians.
Yeah.
But I
what's
just
up, my nigga?
that was racist. But
I had to think of rush hour. I'm sorry. Oh, y'all look alike.
I mean, they do. But no, I didn't know that.
Hell yeah, that's what.
I just didn't like that they had this man out here accept it, and then he starts picking it. It's pine. Like, what? Where did you go to buy cotton plant? Like, where did you even buy that? I want one. Looks amazing and great for my anxiety. Oh Lord. And he's just picking away between the fried chicken, cotton, and banana. Who brought a banana? Oh wait, it's clear it's staged because we don't play like that. I don't know if it's staged.
I Show Speed is kind of a coon, so.
I don't know.
No. Correction. He is a coon. Logan Paul is, yeah. The Paul brothers.
How is Logan Paul a coon?
No. I'm saying Logan Paul and Jake Paul are MAGA. Pro MAGA.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
I suppose. Oh yeah, I was glad to hear that Baddies is getting canceled.
None got fired from Zeus Network and Baddies is officially canceled. Hip hip hooray for the black community. Now let's get rid of that damn shade room next.
Gosh.
Hold on, Natalie.
Oh wait,
fired
not
from
too
Zeus
much.
Network and
Not too much. No, I told you I watched Baddies Midwest, and I vowed that I would not watch another Baddies franchise ever again because it just got so ridiculous. They've gotten so far away from the plot. They don't really show their hostings anymore. They don't promote the girls' music anymore. It's never about what they got planned or what they're coming together to build. It's always like when they went to the Caribbean, they was in DR throwing money in the crowd, had people mobbing, just handing out money. people was doing all type of weird stuff. It just was so weird, and I just could not be bothered. And I was like, never again. But there is a video of Natalie wilding out because apparently, is it this one? She got into it with Mr. Lemmy.
Let's go. It's a wrap. You want to see whose show it is, or is it Lemmy Plummer's show? It's a wrap, and I said what the I said.
Oh,
and I'm not done talking.
Oh,
I'm not fucking done.
Oh,
Ashley, I'm not fucking done.
Oh, she says she not done,
I love
y'all.
you guys. I pray that everybody. Oh, now he's gonna hold my car hostage again. Everybody has to get away from my vehicle. Here we go.
How does somebody hold your car hostage?
No, not down there. Up here.
But yeah, apparently there was something. I don't know if this was at the reunion or if it was the Baddies Africa auditions. I don't know exactly where the issue began, but apparently she got into it, and it just got to be a big thing. And she went live, started cursing him out, started going crazy. Oh wait, is it this?
Pepper, as y'all call him, is up on X spewing lies. But let me tell you something.
Oh, no. This was also something going on with Lemmy. So apparently this man helped him build Zeus and was basically out here outing him essentially for saying like once he put up, because he said him and two other people helped put up all the money. And once Zeus got popping, once they started having, like, he's the reason why they had the first the Real and Chance, the love shows and all of that, and the show with TT, I forgot what Quay something, blame it on Quay, the guy who dresses up like the character TT.
Yeah.
They had a show on there, and like they're the ones responsible. Then there was also like a content house and all of these other things where they had a bunch of people from like the internet, and they had a reality show. They put them in a house together and gave them a show. And so basically once they built up Zeus to where they were able to get Baddies and they were able to get some of these other shows, then he definitely like switched up on him and kind of like, you know, what you call it. So all of this happened first. And then right after this is when everything happened with Natalie. And I was like, it might be over for Zeus. Oh, yeah, this was interesting. Men getting facelifts and plastic surgery. I mean,
Bill Burr got that.
He does. Like, this is at least a 20-year difference. Like, this is a 70-year-old man. This is a 50-year-old man. This is a 60-year-old man. This is a 40-year-old man. Like, it's a literal 20-year difference. I mean, I don't see why not. And it's nothing crazy. He ain't, you know what I mean? He ain't really wild out. He ain't get no, or maybe he did get the jaw implants. Maybe, because I don't know if that was under, if that was under this. It might be. It might be. But yeah, I mean, would you go under the knife?
No.
Why
unless
not?
Unless it's something that has to do with my vitals, yeah.
I'm talking about cosmetic.
Cosmetic? No. Well, no. I get laser hair. No, laser hair removal or laser eye surgery.
I mean, if you want to get LASIK, you better hurry up. They say you got to do it before you're 40.
So I guess I'm staying with glasses.
You got to do it before you're 40.
Really? I got to do it before I'm 40? Mm-hmm. Why? What happens after that?
I don't know what it is that they say, but it's let me see. Age limit.
Well, there's people over 40 that get cataract surgery, so I'm like, why not laser?
Age limit for LASIK surgery. Oh, they got rid of it. It's no more upper age limit as long as your eyes are healthy and your vision is stable. Oh yeah, so it's something about like you gotta get your eyes checked, and for a year or something like that. You can't have changed. Like your eyes couldn't have changed for like a year or 2 years or something like that. I do remember that. But I remember they used to say there was an age limit that you had to get it before 40. I guess they got rid of it now. All right, bet. The average age range to get it is between 20 and 40. But what was they saying about 50 years old? Is it worth if you're over 50 but you have little to no signs of cataracts developing, you may be a candidate. In fact, cornea strengthens with time, so in ways patients in their 50s are at less risk than patients in their teens and 20s. Oh, I mean, well, never mind. I take it back then. See? You see how that works? You see how that works? You get new information and you change your opinions, because that's how that works. Yes. Because I remember I had a couple of people who I know went and got it. One went to Virginia, and the other one, where did she go? Damn, I don't remember. But I know they said New York was not the place to do it, and Georgia was not the place to do it. It's other states. And I was just like, I find that very interesting.
Or New York is not the place to do it?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't really know New York to be the plastic surgery. Like, I don't even know what I would say. What plastic surgery would you allow people? I mean,
well, not plastic surgery, but like this.
Because you don't get your BBLs here. You don't get your hair implants here. You don't get your veneers here. You don't get your LASIK here. New York is just not that like we're not about that.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, and I thought it was interesting too when they said, because it was like they did research and they looked it up and they was like, yeah, the best doctor was in. Well, one girl said that her doctor was the best at the time and he was in Virginia, and I can't remember where the other one went. But yeah, so never mind. You all right? So you'll go get LASIK. I don't know. I couldn't. They say it never grows back. So there's a possibility that you could rub your eye and then that flap like moves. Like I can't. Like, ugh. And then speaking of BBLs, I seen this girl and I want my ass smacked. Oh, can't play music.
The fall off has been real.
Oh my god. And it's like you just look so stupid.
If you look at her 10 years ago compared to now.
Oh wait, you know who this person is?
Yeah, Mariah Mills.
Is she a porn star?
She started off as like an IG model. Then she did browsers. And then she just, yeah.
What you said her name was?
Mariah Mills. She was on Wendy Williams one time.
What did she used to look like? Wow. She's 34.
Yeah, she's been around for like a hot minute.
Oh my god.
Why you said it like that?
Because she looks 40. I want to see old pictures.
No, I think you missed something. Hold on, I can tell you right now.
Wait, is this her? Because if this is her, she didn't look bad.
That was her a few years ago now.
Why they couldn't, like, I don't understand. It's like you get to a certain point and it's like, why don't you learn to just chill?
See, like that one is...
Like, right here, 2017, chef's kiss.
That's why I said the fall off is real. Even the one up below it, too.
You look dumb as hell.
It's a cur.
Oh, my God. The legs are strong. And then you in a random ass parking lot, like you don't even.
She's like a whole. She's like a whole tooth. Like a walking tooth right now.
Because I do believe this was. And they saying that he is fucking with her.
Nothing even matters.
Oh, her ex-girlfriend. So he used to fuck with her.
So apparently he got another chick pregnant, and then she claimed that he got her pregnant, which was a lie.
And I'm just like, why? And then you always in the most obscure of places. Like, where you walking to? There is nothing there.
You know what's funny? She's from Queens.
Ugh. I mean, so is Johnny Blaze, and Johnny Blaze is on a similar trajectory.
No. She has her own fallback. She's in the music. Even though she's in the sex work and stuff. Well, she's trying to do her music and shit like that.
I mean, I had seen the last time I seen Johnny.
Nah, Johnny didn't fall off though. She definitely didn't fall off compared to this one.
She was at a school trying to give away something. I don't remember what it was, and they turned her away. Granted, the outfit she had on wasn't inappropriate. She just had on like a cartoon graphic tee and some overalls. But of course, they're like the Fashion Nova overalls where your butt is all, showing, and her titties is hanging out the side of the overalls. But she still was covered head to toe. And they wouldn't let her in the school because they were saying that, what she stands for, they shouldn't promote it to the girls. And she just couldn't understand, like, what do you mean? What do I stand for? And it's like, okay, were you or were you not a stripper?
And she was involved in sex work.
Were you or were you not a full-blown sex worker? So now why would a school want, and again, I get it. You could be reformed. You could be delivered. You could be all of those things. But it is a little disingenuous if you get into a school and want to start telling these people, don't do what I do, even though you see me on Shade Room, you see me go viral, you see me with all of these cute bags and shoes and outfits and wigs. Don't do what I do then. Don't do what I did, though. Don't do what I did, but you too can aspire to this stuff. It's just a little disingenuous, and I just couldn't understand, like, why does she need to go to the school? If you want to donate, donate. If you want to give kids things, give kids things. But why do you need to go in with the camera and a phone and people record? Like, why do you need that? If you were really and truly there for the children, you would have been there for the children.
Sucks.
I don't think I saved that video though. What else was there? What else? It was a couple of not enough. I don't know why she was in boxers. That was funny.
Soho. And I crossed paths with this guy who's very cute. I find out that we had matched on Tinder because he messages me. So we go out for drinks. We eventually hang out again. So he comes over. Everything's great. We hook up. And then the next morning, we're chatting. Like, I go brush my teeth. He even offers to show me a Spotify playlist. So he's like, oh, can't find it. I'm like, all right, whatever. I have work. I say goodbye. I'm just chilling in my bed. And then I look over to my shoe rack and I see there's a space where shoes belong. I look high and low, cannot find my shoes. My Margiela Mary Jane tabbies. I go to the app, nowhere to be found. His profile is gone. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker stole my shoes. So I go then to my call log because I know he called me when I buzzed him up. Call deleted. So when he is looking for a Spotify playlist, he is actually deleting my number. So I go and I make a TikTok and I expose that bitch for the thief that he is. Find out he cheated on his girlfriend. He gave the girlfriend my shoes. He calls me and says, I didn't steal them. I didn't take them. I don't know what you're doing. People are calling
Which is problematic in itself.
I've done something that I haven't done. Can you please, go back to your apartment and, look? He's literally telling me to go look. Later, I get the screenshot of his girlfriend wearing my shoes. I send that to him. No message, just that. And he's like, all right, you got me. He's like, just tell me when and what time, and I'll bring you your shoes. I go pick up my shoes. He is so smug He is literally like smiling and like giggling.
Wild.
And I just go up to him and I say, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wild.
Why would you do this? And he's like, I don't know. I thought I could get away with it.
And I just couldn't understand how did the girlfriend allow him to walk in with a pair of shoes, with no box, with clearly, I'm pretty sure the bottoms have been walked in. I'm pretty sure like there are signs of wear. What did he tell you that he thrifted them? Like, where could he have said he got these shoes from? And then for you to be in the shoes already? Not even 2 days later? And then how did he know this? It's just so many questions. It be stuff like this that I don't know. Like, is this real? Like, there's no way that this could be real. There's no way. I refuse to believe it.
Shit, you'd be surprised.
This is actually sociopathic behavior, like clinically sociopathic. Y'all are still sleeping with men on first dates, that letting them into your homes, that in 2025, that also.
Yeah, straight up.
That stop inviting strangers into your home. Stop this online hookup culture. Get to know people through courting. Hookup culture is ruining romance and compromising safety. That's the big one. It's compromising men and women. Men and women. I can't tell you how many times I have thought of robbing niggas because the first thing they want to do is tell me, oh, you could come to my crib. Da-da-da. Like first meet, first link. Whether we meet outside, whether we meet on the app, the first thing you want to do is send me your address. I want to rob you. I want to rob you. I want to come over. I want to case your apartment, see and make an inventory of what it is you have and what I want. And I want to call someone to come kick your door in and take all of it because you deserve it.
That's wild.
It is.
I mean, y'all wouldn't be stealing hoodies and shit though. Nah, let me stop.
Hoodies don't count.
I know.
I want to take a nigga Apple TV. It was one dude I never forget. I wanted to take his app. I wanted to call my ex so bad to come get this nigga for an Apple TV. But I said, God is not going to be pleased with me. It's a lot of dudes that better think they lucky stars that I'm a good Christian woman, because Lord knows it was one dude had a sneaker collection out the ass, and I'm just like, he want to sit here and brag about what the hell was it? Oh man, I don't remember what it was. And the whole time I'm like, he got those too. I'm just listen to me. I feel like there was something else that you had sent me. Do you remember what it was?
Well, directly via DM maybe.
Oh, did I get rid of this? Yeah, I don't need that in here no more. What was this? Oh, was this the original?
Security guards and designer clothes purchases. Let me just read this. New home, RVs.
Let me bought me a truck for my birthday. The Zeus Network bought you. Zeus bought it.
Cybertrucks, cars, jewelry.
Yeah, he was using the money
everybody who walks through Zeus's door.
That's why they got the baddies change now. Baddies chains, and he ain't getting none of his money, his investment back.
We put him on. This guy's a fraud. I had a call a few years back with Lemmy and Jason Tolbert, who also works there and is too cowardly to say something because he was on the phone call. And Lemmy is like, you guys are fucking losers. I'm going to drag this case until you all broke. Zeus is worth $1 billion. You can't beat the machine. You'll never beat
Since
Zeus.
when?
They got money.
We spent over $1 million on lawyers already. Oh, they're not even part of the company. We have to sit up there and prove that he's on some bullshit. So we'll spend 3 months and a couple $100,000 just to prove that he's telling another fucking lie. We've been literally fighting this dude in court for 2 years, y'all. I found out that Zeus has multiple lawsuits that Lemmy them settled behind our backs. And when you hear all these women on TikTok or you hear Ray J going off and shit.
To all the women that's going through this with Lemmy and going through this with Zeus, like, we hear you and we gonna help you.
Ray J had a show on there too.
Ain't no way they're $1 billion company.
For 3 to 4 hours until you do what I tell you to do.
I'll f with that
Why not?
Wait. You worked with him
he's
before?
like the Black Harvey Weinstein.
So while Lemmy flies on his private jets and throws out money to crowds off of a career full of lies, keep in mind that if he can do this to his partners, imagine what he would do to someone who is not. Till this day, Lemmy Plummer walks through Paris with 5 security guards and designer clothes.
Ooh, not 5.
Before we continue, moment of silence for No Jumper.
Moment of silence.
Yeah, fuck them niggas.
Oh, what happened?
Wait, you didn't hear about it?
No, what happened?
Well, Adam 22 is No Jumper's going broke.
What?
Yeah, and then all the gangsters, all the street dudes that was on that show, they got they were looked at by the feds and shit like that.
What?
Yep.
Get out! Get out! All right, come on, Wi-Fi. What are you doing?
All right, here we go. Adam 22. Welcome back to Vlad TV.
Happy to be here. How you doing, Vlad?
Hey, just did your show, and after doing your show by myself, an epic moment in independent hip hop media
I want to see what
history
Vlad
happened.
looks like.
Seemed pretty good. Yeah, we had me, you, Academics, Whack, Traplore Ross, and Remo all in one room for about
That's him?
Yeah.
3.5 hours. And yeah, I don't know if I can think of a comparable collaboration where you had that many people with million subscriber plus channels all in one room as far as hip hop goes, at the very least.
Yeah, we're gonna show the photo right here. It's just a very dope photo because everyone in that room
a very
is
Oppie-like
cool.
photo right here, I must say.
So that's Vlad.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Vlad. Who's this?
Damn. I forgot the name, but they mentioned
That's Whack. Who's this?
that I don't know. That's crazy. This is hip hop media. But that's unfortunate.
This is hip hop media?
Yeah.
Wow.
Supporting each other, and people are like, oh, so does everyone get to put that on their channel? And I'm like, nah, that was No Jumper.
The Federal Avengers.
I wouldn't even think to ask. Like, that's his thing. It was on his platform. We just happened to show up.
Right.
But this is how cool it is, and you know, it's just nice to see. What I've always thought was the best possible situation is all of us working together, none of us really competing with each other. Because
onto that, because consequences in relation
at No Jumper, which you have revealed publicly. That was your choice.
Yeah, it's funny seeing people try to dunk on me where it's like, bro, I chose to share this with the world, so clearly I'm not too embarrassed about it. But yeah, I mean, I've always felt like I had a pretty genuine relationship with my audience where I try to tell them whatever I have going on, and unless it's something in which there are, you know, serious consequences in relation to it, I just prefer to be honest with the audience. And when I look at the business now, it's like, okay, we're not in the same position that we were during the pandemic, and that's fine. And I just wanted to, you know, open up to the audience about that. And there was a few different things that sort of have impacted us. Number one, we have a lawsuit from this disgruntled bitch-ass employee, which we're dealing with, which, you know, that alone is not going to ruin our year or anything like that, but that's definitely been something that has been costing us a lot of money.
Taking it to the
lost
streets,
Instagram
take it
for
to the
about
courts.
7 months, but I do have to say, thanks to that big guy upstairs, we got it back 2 days after I made that video. We got the Instagram back, so that was definitely a consequence of making that video that I kind of foresaw. I actually thought that was sort of likely to happen if I got
What video
that
is he
many
talking
people
about?
aware of the fact that we lost our Instagram unfairly. I just felt like something good would come from it. So the fact that that actually worked out was really nice. And then obviously buying the building, which, you know, our mortgage is well over $20K a month, which I don't think was necessarily the best idea, but I had
They
all
bought
these
a building
other
with No
revenue
Jumper
streams.
money?
Like at one point the YouTube was just going nuts, the Patreon was going crazy, etc. And buying a space that cost that much didn't seem like a bad idea. It didn't seem like it was something that could potentially hurt the
terrible
business. I
idea.
also felt
In
like we
LA?
were growing so much and scaling up that we needed more and more room to grow.
What did you need a whole building for?
more clear to me that I know what this business is now. There's only so much content that we're going to be able to produce that is going to be profitable. And as a result, we just don't need a space that big. And granted, okay, we have it, fine, it's an investment, but you know, it would feel better to me to be in a space that was realistically, you know, like the room we're in, maybe 2 of the rooms that we're in right now would be enough for me to get by on. And yeah, I've just seen
how big
that
is
with,
the building?
A lot of businesses over the years where it really fucks them over when they decide that they want to overinvest into their space, etc. So revealed all that in the video, and you know, I also there's always a marketing side to it for me. So that was also us kind of like unveiling our membership program, same as you, $5 a month to get early access to our interviews and everything like that. And yeah, also then we got the Instagram back, which is probably the best thing that could have possibly happened to us from me making that video. So I explained it in the video, but am I personally going broke? No. I do porn. I have a very successful business called Plug Talk. I also, not a big spender.
So they bragged about it. They bought a $5 million office.
A lot of people, I was watching academics react to that video. He thinks I'm crazy because I don't got a Lamborghini.
And they built
I don't have a $200,000 chain or whatever it is. I mean, I'm just not interested in that kind of stuff. So to me, I put the money away. You know, I very much look forward to the day where I'm sick of doing content and I can just ride off into the sunset and not think about paying the bills. So
crazy,
to me, it's like
but
money is
$5 million
to be made to save. I don't really like think of you know, I'm making money so I can purchase more stuff. I don't have that desire for stuff. So as far as me,
so everybody got an office.
My girl was a little bit on the fence about me making that video because she obviously
so they couldn't share rooms.
Left and right, or you
everybody had to get their own room.
Is your kid going to be able to stay in private school, etc.? And it's like my girl's looking at me
terrible,
like, you really want
but
people to think you're broke? And I'm
do
like,
they not pay rent?
I
don't understand. Like, so you gave everybody their own room.
If No Jumper loses money a couple months in a row, then No Jumper is going broke. That doesn't mean that No Jumper is fucked for life. Doesn't mean that I'm fucked. Just means that this business is going through some hardships.
Start shooting porn in there then. Fuck it.
You should just start with that because
correct our course.
Rent it out for porn shoots.
I think that was part of it too. I think.
Interesting. I mean,
fuck Adam 22.
Oh, well. I can't believe that's what Vlad looks like. Ew. Blech. I mean, oh, this is what it looked like outside. Oh no, that's his store. Oh, that's kind of fly. That's kind of fly. I mean, I think that's the fate of a lot of these people. Oh, not that this was not playing this whole time. I'm weak. I gotta get back. I don't know how I'm gonna fix that. Either I gotta make one screen smaller, or I gotta do something
podcast
else.
in the world. And today I'm sitting down with the Godfather.
Oh, this is where he
hip-hop
admitted
content
it.
creation on the internet, on YouTube at the very least. DJ Vlad is in the building.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
I don't want to hear that. But yeah, to go back, this was the video of what it looks like. I mean, what I was about to say. Yeah, I think that's the plight of a lot of these quote unquote content creators who saw significant, growth in 2020 when the world was locked down and everybody had to, sit at home with their Wi-Fi and find new things to do. So between No Jumper, Fresh and Fit, Just Pearly Things, who else kind of crashed and burned?
I mean, you covered the bases right there.
No, but it's a couple of other people who they was riding high on the hog because 2020 had them gassed up. And then once outside opened up, they realized like, oh, people don't really care about what I'm producing. It was just something to do.
And Joe Budden out here, well, he did comment on this. He's fucking gloating about this shit.
Really?
Yeah,
what he's saying?
No, because a couple years ago he brought Adam 22 on his podcast, and they all went off on him saying like, you're using black trauma to monetize your platform and shit.
Who, Adam?
Yeah.
What black trauma?
No, I'm saying like, gang violence and all that stuff. Like how academics did it with Chirac and stuff like that. Like Adam 22 will bring, street dudes on the No Jumper podcast talking about street beef and all that stuff like that. That's why the feds was looking at him and the people that was on there, basically.
Oh, I didn't listen. I'm not well versed. These are things that were never in my algo.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
No Jumper. I don't know who they have on it. Like Vlad, I only see because
academics is on
that set is iconic. But as far as No Jumper goes, I don't know nobody or nothing that goes on over there. So I don't even know what his content is about. I don't know what could have gotten him all of this money. I mean, it looks like a pretty big space, and if everybody has their own office/studio, I could see that being expensive. And they have a lot of new renovations that they were doing in there. Custom audit, like all of this looks brand new, custom. They're customizing like they had offices already there, but then they were building the other rooms of offices. YouTube was paying like that? How much money?
I think porn was paying like that.
Okay, wait, let me look. So he has 4.87 million subscribers. That is wild. That's a lot. That's the most that I've seen.
He's a honky that covers hip hop or black culture.
Wait, is it? I want to see. What do they talk about?
They just gossip about bullshit, basically.
Snoopy badass was that? Who the fuck? Kiddo's first interview home. Full extra on Coming Home Again. Snoopy badass. Mr. Jiggy with it.
What?
Full extra. 051 Kiddo JT the bigger figure on EBK. What is this?
It's just gossip.
This is another language. Stain and Wonder. I don't know who any of these people are, and they got 24K, 147K. I don't. What is this? JT the bigger figure. Who is this? SKG. And listen, the internet is a big, big, big place because this is a pocket that I've never, and when I say never, ever, like, who is this girl? Who is this? To have 14K views and this is no hate, I just would need to know. 14K views in a week.
People called and told me the person that called me was Mommy Slaughter. And we quit being friends because she was going around telling people that Vic, you have put a hit out on me.
Oh, wow.
And that was like, wow, like, you put a hit out on me because I took up for myself because I'm not going to let you punk me. Okay, that's fine. I'll handle that accordingly.
So he's a glorified Tasha K.
Basically, yeah. Or white academics.
Or that.
I mean, the difference is he's not an incel like Ak is.
I don't know. I mean, so his YouTube money dried up and he going broke. I mean, I don't know. How can you be going broke and you still getting these kind of views? Is he not monetized?
No. No Jumper itself is going broke. He himself is not broke. Because, like I said, he has a porn company to fall back on.
Yeah, but how can he be going broke when No Jumper still is averaging.
Because they hit a ceiling. Like there's no growth beyond that ceiling, basically.
But what kind of growth do you, if you're a gossip blogger, and this is why I tend to not want to get into like the gossip blogs, is because where do you go? Because yes, people will come and view your interviews and your spicy takes and your clips will go viral, but how do you build on that? What do you like? How do you turn that into a live show? How do you turn that into a subscription? Like, how do you, and I've always wondered that even about like a Tasha K. Let me see what Tasha K, what she got going on.
Like on the flip side, look at the Joe Budden podcast. No Jumper can do what that podcast can do because they can actually bring on like actual stars to that show. Hell, fucking Dr. Umar went on there. Like,
hey, check this out. Kids go home tomorrow.
What does her videos get? So she has 1.29 million subscribers.
I mean, she did lose that defamation case to Cardi, so.
And she gets 103, 146, 86, 52, 193. So it looks like she gets more views than No Jumper. Oh, hold on. Not Tasha K is a fan favorite. Wow, Tasha's number. Like, see, this is I expect. Nobody knows who this person is. And she got 12K, 10K. I mean, and this is only 51. Oh, because they're short. I mean, gossip blogging is just, I mean, don't get me wrong. I be here for the mess. I really and truly do. I be here for the mess. But after a while, like I remember this one where this white gay dude is saying that he done slept with black rappers and all type of shit. And I'm just like, you better be careful before one of them try to unalive you for playing with their name. Whether it's true or not. If niggas is sleeping with you in the confines of whomever's home and they don't want nobody to know, you coming on the internet and telling people, you better be careful. But I mean, I don't like, where do you go with this though? They say she got a show, but is she a comedian? Is she telling jokes? Like, I would love to see what her show is about. Like, if somebody could gift me tickets and I didn't have to pay for them myself, I would definitely go check it out. Like, what did they come to see? Wait, they were on 2 different floors? So how do the people... Oh, it's a balcony. Oh, that's pretty cute. That shit is packed. Good for her. Okay, Tasha K, you got fans. But what is her show? I'm so happy they showed up and showed out. We in the Bay Area, show love. She needs a movie. This is beautiful to see the creation of additional space. What does she do? I wonder if she's a comedian. I mean, I don't know. Child, let me mind my business because I'm still trying to figure out what my niche is or what my demographic or what my expertise is going to be. So let me mind my business. How long we been?
Oh, almost an hour and a half.
Oh, okay, bet. So in that case, I guess we can end it there. I don't really know what else I got going on. It is mad other stuff, but there is one more thing I do want to talk about. And I mean, I don't want to end on a sad note, so I may have to do something else after that. But I did want to talk about this because I thought this was really tragic.
One of the saddest moments in the history of the Dominican Republic. My phone has been blowing up. Some of the saddest images
He's Dominican?
I've ever seen in my life. For the past 48 hours, after a tragedy, the famous popular nightclub Jet Set has collapsed. The roof collapsed 2 days ago, about 12:40 a.m. Monday night. About 800 people inside of the nightclub, and as of right now, about 100 people passed away. We're talking about celebrities, and it was a party that night for famous merengue artist, 69 years old, Ruby Perez, who has now also been declared
He died
deceased.
there?
Ruby Perez. There's videos of him singing as this
What?
is happening. Some history on the building. It was opened in 1973. They had renovations in 2010 and 2015. They were hit with lightning strikes in 2023, but clearly there was a lack of maintenance and inspection. It was reported to have on top of the roof 2 generators, 2 huge generators, something of a transmitter, also air conditioning units. Generators are popular in the Dominican Republic because when they lose electricity, the generators are backup electricity that
Why
these
would the
buildings
generator
run off
be
of.
on the
There's
roof?
photos also reportedly of people inside of the club prior to the actual roof collapsing, and there's dust falling from the ceiling inside the club while people are dancing, and there's dust being swept from the ground because the ceiling was already starting to crack a bit. Instead of them stopping the party, looking at it, inspecting it, what did they do? They kept partying, and now people have died. People have died. I've prayed, I've cried, because this overall in just world history is one of the most tragic nightclub deaths. There was one similar that
is like no part of the roof survived. The entire roof collapsed. My God.
happened here. Rhode Island nightclub fire in 2003 that killed 100 people here in Rhode Island. This is also affecting the sports world because rest in peace to Octavio Dotel. Octavio Dotel, former pitcher for the Houston Astros, also passed away. And also want to send our condolences from New England. Rest in peace, Fray Luis Rosario, popular owner of Terra Luna restaurant in Lawrence, Massachusetts. He also was business partners with the Terra Luna and the Terra Negra owners here in Providence, Rhode Island. I've seen images in my phone of people dying, hospitals packed with people trying to recognize the actual dead bodies in the Dominican Republic. As you're watching this right now and you're looking in my eyes, they are still currently pulling bodies out of the rubble of cement. We have celebrities like Bad Bunny reacting, saying that he's speechless. Daddy Yankee sending his thoughts and prayers and praying on the phone. Voice memos sent to the Dominican Republic. Me personally, I've never seen something like this in the Dominican Republic happen. Jet Set victims' credit cards are being fraudulently used at shopping malls and gas stations. There's people pumping gas in the Dominican Republic right now with credit cards of the dead people from the Jet Set nightclub. This is insane. One of my dad's friends also passed away from Bani. There's also images alleging that the actual nightclub would actually stack sheet blocks of cement on top of each other in a very unprofessional way to prevent leaks, which would only lead to more weight on top of the roof. If you want to see us cover this also in Spanish on the Spanish podcast, go to El Poca, our Spanish podcast. We're going to cover this in an emergency episode soon. And also check out more context and more clips on our patreon.com/Club Ambition.
OMG, that is so sad. I guess those are the generators and the air conditioning units that was on the floor. I mean, on the roof. Like, but that's terrible.
And R.I.P. Ruby, that's fucking wild. I didn't know he died in there.
I can't believe this still. Rest in peace to those beautiful people. This is why rules and regulations are. And see, this is what I was saying earlier about wanting to retire to the Caribbean. Why? When they don't take infrastructure and shit like that serious. They think that they can get a rig and do whatever they want, and it's okay. We don't need the. And granted, I get it. The government be shady. Things cost when it shouldn't cost, and I get all of that. But at the sake of people's safety and their lives, this should not have been something you skimp on. Skimp on the liquor. Put cheap liquor in the expensive liquor bottles. Do shit like that where the harm done is minute. But to stack blocks on the roof to keep it from leaking instead of just fixing the roof,
it's the owner's fault. That's pretty much it. It's the owner of that building's fault. If it's a 50-year-old building, why the fuck you doing that?
and it's just like,
No, but you can still retire in the Caribbean because people buy property and make sure This shit is correctly built.
No, because it's like they say, like, if it's not the people there stealing from you, and this is not to fearmonger or nothing like that, but even in Jamaica, I will use Jamaica as an example. When it comes to people wanting to build houses in Jamaica, especially if you're here, you got to worry about the contractors stealing from you, the cops stealing from you, the government stealing from you, the people in that area stealing from you, your own family members stealing from you. It's like the amount of attacks you got to get. You got to try to defend yourself from or avoid or whatever. Who has the patience to deal with something like that? Especially if you're older and you're trying to retire there and you want to set yourself up or whatever. It's like I have instances of people that I know who they say, hey, we need zinc for the roof of the house, blah, blah, blah. Go to the place, get the zinc. I'm going to send you the money. Send me back the receipt. Oh, they don't have no receipt. Oh, we don't. There's no invoice. Oh, there's no this. And then when you get there, there's still no roof. They done took your money and did God knows what with it. And then you get there and you still need the issue that you need fixed. Shoot, I have family where they're squatters in one of our properties. The amount of times my mother has paid people to go and say, hey, or cops, whoever, to say, hey, go take care of this, or make sure this person isn't there, or this, that, and the third. Lawyers, I forgot to mention them. Lawyers will steal from you. They billing hours doing stuff, and you still don't get your shit taken care of. Who got time with dealing like that? And then who do you report them to? Like, who do you report these people to? Who does the owner have to answer to now that this roof done killed all of these people?
That's the evils of capitalism right there.
Who does he answer to? And how do you live with yourself after knowing that? Because granted, you can't really necessarily take on all of that. Well, no, you can't. I don't know. All I could say is RIP. Because I have more questions than answers. It's just sad. I did say I didn't want that to be the last thing. Let me see. What else? Oh, I think this is a neat little...
Shopping in Jewish stores before Passover. The answer is the yellow caps on the soda. On the Jewish holiday of Passover, Jewish people don't eat bread, leaven, or ingredients, including corn. The problem, because most sodas today are made with corn syrup, but they make a special run of soda that's actually kosher for Passover.
Kosher for Passover, carbonated water, sugar, caramel, cola. Oh, and it has less. It has less ingredients than regular Pepsi.
Yeah. You ain't know? Even synagogues got that.
Passover. It's made with real sugar. It's not made with corn syrup. Apparently,
they only
not good
get
for
it
you, but
during
corn
Passover.
Syrup is worse, and many people who are not Jewish know this little secret, and they go to Jewish stores this time of the year to stock up on soda that's made with sugar, the old-fashioned way, instead of corn syrup. Why are non-Jewish people...
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, they're saying Mexican Coke is also made with real sugar and available every day at your local Mexican grocery.
Yep.
I don't know if we have Mexican grocery stores.
Oh, no, they're out here.
Who drink Coke anyway. Hello? I'm a Pepsi girl. Well, that is Pepsi. Why are they talking about Coke when he's talking about Pepsi? Shut up. Life hack. Eat kosher foods and your government won't poison you as much.
It's not your government, it's the corporations.
Well, no, because the government allows for them to do that and substitute. Because the government in UK don't allow all of them additives and shit like that. They make sure that the manufacturers, it be the same manufacturers, but they just know better. All of the
regulation.
Yeah, so it is the government. Real sugar cane sugar tastes so much better. Life hack, eat kosher. They won't poison you as much. I mean, nice try. I'll buy it off of Amazon. I mean, yeah, that could be a ploy to help them get their sales up. Easy trick to lose weight. Don't drink soft drinks.
Pretty much. That's facts.
Jewish stores. Why is that in quotes? I don't get the joke. They should have kosher options year round, or Sprecher brand. It's always, I don't know what that is. You know, for Jewish people to be everywhere and into everything, we don't know enough about what they be having going on.
Because we're not Jewish. That's why.
Yeah, but even the Jewish people who they grew up practicing and then like say they separate, even they don't really like talk a lot. Like you don't really get to see like as much as I used to talk shit about this show, but there was a show called Amish Mafia, and it really like gave you, granted, and I will say this, I don't know how true a lot of that stuff was because it was a TV show and it was heavily produced. They used to do reenactments and all of that, so it could have just been a whole bunch of made up bullshit, or somebody really could have been spending time with them Amish people and really learning what they got going on. But as far as like Jewish people, like where are the Jewish content creators? Like I'm pretty sure there's got to be somebody that's out here. Jewish comedy is hilarious.
Be crying if I look like that too, bro. That's fucked up what they be doing to y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I be saying that's fucked up, like, bro, you probably had the full washing set. Your shit be fire probably if they ain't cut your shit. Fuck it though, bro. It's your life.
That's not what I was expecting.
Guys, I figured out my favorite part about the internet. I figured out my favorite part. I love how when you type in a new password, it'll tell you how strong or weak the password is. And that's a really cool feature. I wish we could use that feature for everything in life. Like whenever I'm apologizing to my girlfriend for something.
This is Jewish comedy.
Baby, I'm really sorry I didn't call you back. I was busy. Weak. I was busy with my mom. Medium, that's a medium. I was busy with my mom picking out an engagement ring for you. Strong, that's fucking strong.
This is Jewish comedy. Eric Newman, sounds like it. Not for me. Oh, but there are Jewish
activities Jews only do during Shabbat that apparently non-Jews do during the week. Part 1. Reading a newspaper. Now, of course, we read the newspaper because we can't get it on our phone, but apparently some people read the newspaper even when they have their phone. Playing board games. Now, of course, you play...
Oh yeah, they can't fuck with electronics. That's why they're not on social media or content creators.
Yeah, but that's only during their Sabbath. And then there's so many different, like, I think that's the one thing that I do know about them people is that they have their own appliances to where there is a mode, like, so basically for their stove, like, because your stove is electric, they have a mode on their stove where it doesn't shut it off. So basically it just stays on like a warm, like on a warming setting throughout their whole Sabbath, so that they technically aren't cooking because they didn't turn it on, but you can still put some stuff in there and it'll get cooked. Like they just live to find loopholes. That's the one thing I do know, is that a lot of the things that I have seen about them is that they live to find the loopholes. And if there's a loophole, they gonna find it and they gonna exploit that shit. And I'm not all the way mad at that. Because they say you gotta know the rules to know how to break them. So I'm not all the way mad. But I do find that to be very interesting that they're supposed to be so devout in their beliefs, but yet there are all of these little corners that they'll cut to still maintain. But I can see why this is not on my algorithm either. But anyways, I think that was it. Yeah, I'm not interested. Any last words from you?
Oh no, I'm good.
What do you mean?
R.I.P. Ruby though, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but definitely R.I.P. to all those people that lost their lives, because that was definitely sad. But yeah, until next, I'm gonna try to come back on Sunday. I am. It's just I be tired of talking on Sundays after being at work all day and be talking and saying the same shit over and 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 over again. I don't be wanting to talk, so I gotta figure out what it is I want to talk about on Sunday. And then maybe plan it so that I know what I'm going to talk about. And then maybe I'll be more enthusiastic about doing the show on Sunday again. But if there's nothing else, with that being said, bye.
Peace.